And we do lots of different things, but one of the things we are known for is our resource directory of services. Even though this is Chesterfield County, it helps anybody at all in the metro area. The only thing that's specific to Chesterfield is really the first part of it, which talks about the different departments in the county and the services that they provide. But if you don't have a resource directory, I would encourage you to take one of those because it's a great resource. It's got different facilities in there. It's got support group information, transportation, home health, disability services, just a variety of different things.
Do you have enough for everyone, or?
I have more in the car, so if I don't have enough, it's not a problem. I got a box, you know, probably 30 or 40 in the car, I'm guessing. Lifelong Learning Institute, somebody was asking about that. The Lifelong Learning Institute is located off of Midlothian Turnpike behind Sycamore Square. It's a place where you can go. It's classes for adults 50 and over. They are there Monday through Friday. And they have educational classes, they have fitness, they have social activities, lunches, travel, some events and all too. It is a membership-based program. It's $150 to join, but that's goes for a year, and it's a year from the time you join. And the only other charge would be if you take a fitness class, and there is an additional charge per session. Or if you take
computer classes?
They do have computer classes, yes ma'am. And they have art classes. They do watercolors, pencils, ceramics, all sorts of that.
We've had Monica, you speak twice. I understand she's not going to be there anymore.
Monica has left. Her husband got a job in Texas. So she has gone, and Rachel Kelly is there. She is the new director.
Was she there before?
No, she's brand new. She applied, she was working at another nonprofit. She worked at Starbucks at one time, but great addition. So we'll have to have her come back and give you an update. But a great program, you know, if you're in that area of the town looking for classes and social activities. The Shepherd Center is the other one. The Shepherd Center in Chesterfield has classes on Wednesday at Chester Baptist Church. There's the Shepherd Center of Richmond, and they have classes, several locations. The closest location is St. Luke's Church down on Chippenham Parkway, near Forest Hill Avenue, is where their closest location is to here. But they have 3 or 4 different locations, the Shepherd Center does, of Richmond, where they do classes. And they have the same thing. They have educational classes, they have fitness, art classes.
What's the difference?
As between the Shepherd Centers, the Shepherd Center is faith-based. Some people like that. There typically aren't as many classes at any of them as what the Lifelong Learning Institute has. Don't know about the membership for either one of those. I do know Lifelong Learning has the largest membership of all the ones. There are a little over 600 members at their group, but they're all wonderful. Ma'am?
I notice you don't have a phone number for any of these. Is it one particular phone number for all of them?
No, but it is in the resource directory.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, if you go to senior activities in here, you'll have the phone numbers.
Good, good.
EMS Passport, this is for Chesterfield residents only. So I really don't know if the others have this. I've never heard of it at the other places, but they may. It's from a fire EMS department. And what this does is if you live alone, it's $29 a year. If you are a family, it's $59 a year. And the year goes, starts in September through August. If you have to call 911, depending on the level of care you need, that charge is going to be $450 or more. Medicare may pay some. Insurance may pay some. Typically, nobody pays at all, and you'll have some co-pays. So if you're a part of this program, the EMS Passport program, that they will bill your insurance, and they take care of all your co-pays. So if you do have a copay, you're not gonna be charged. But you do have to sign up every year and renew that program. We had it when our kids were younger, never used it, but we did have it then. If my mom was in one of the facilities, Lucy Corps or Sunrise, one of the facilities around, I could put mom on our EMS Passport account and it would cover her too at a facility. So they are pretty generous how they look at families. But a good program if, you know, you or somebody you know is one of those people that may need to call them for different things. Resource directory, I mentioned already, that the Council on Aging puts out. These are just some internet resources, information for you. Senior Navigator is a resource for the entire state of Virginia. I have their flyer up here too. And you can find information on caregiving, financial information, legal, medical. You can go to the community calendar to find out what's going on in your area, whether that's Chesterfield County, whether that's Charlottesville, whether it's Blacksburg, anywhere in the state. If you can't find what you're looking for, something on the financial end or the legal end, what you can do is that they have a place down the right corner of the website where it says Ask an Expert, and you can type your question in and they will send it to their experts, and you will get an answer back within 48 hours to your question. You know, if you're looking for a podiatrist to come to your home and you don't know who would do that, this is a website you can go to get that information. Virginia Easy Access is another one, easyaccess.virginia.gov, that's for the entire state. Lots of good resources on that. And then the other one is Lift Caregiving. If you're caring for somebody, they have all sorts of articles on there that you can read relating to caregiving. There is clothing that you can buy. So if you have somebody you're caring for that maybe they can't move very well, maybe they're in a wheelchair and it's hard to get them dressed, you know, they'll have the clothes where the pants snap or zip up the side to make it easier to get that person dressed. They have, you know, all sorts of adaptive clothing. The other thing is if you're caring for somebody and maybe you're here in Richmond and then somebody else is in Charlottesville, somebody's out of state, and you all want to be part of that caregiving team, then you can set up a secure link on that website, and what it will do is that y'all can all communicate on the care for that parent or that individual that you're caring for. Better Business Bureau, I always like to mention them. If you have any questions or you're concerned that, you know, somebody, you're in a scam or somebody is doing something that you want to report them, they have a senior fraud hotline. You can call the Better Business Bureau to report any scam that's going on. You can also do that to the Attorney General's office. But if you have any questions or you want to check that painter that's coming into your home to paint, maybe you want to know if he's had anything written against him or her, or you're looking for that person to seal your driveway and you're not sure if they're reliable, call the Better Business Bureau and check with them and find out that information. So they come out, they do programs, they will assist you on whatever needs to be done. So just a good resource. Upcoming programs, some of these are up here. I just want to mention, guess we're about out of time.
No, yeah.
We're okay. The Senior Master Program is what I mentioned, Chesterfield residents. I had put 60, but it's 55 and older. Come one day a week for 8 weeks to learn about resources and programs in the county. Fun at the Fairgrounds is a program that we do every fall in October. And we partner, it's Senior Advocate's Office, Parks and Recs Department in Chesterfield County, and Senior Connections. And we have a morning where it's a health and wellness day that we do at the Chesterfield Fairgrounds. It's open to anybody in the area. But we have different vendors there that provide services for older adults. Each vendor has to have an interactive game at their booth. because we want people to be moving. We don't want them just to walk around or just to be sitting there. We have entertainment, and we usually have some free health screenings that HCA does for us. So that's one of the programs coming up in October. The Senior Volunteer Hall of Fame, this is a Chesterfield Pacific program, and we recognize Chesterfield residents who have done a lot of volunteer service since they were age 65 or older. So if anybody can nominate somebody, so if you know somebody that has done a lot of volunteer service since they've been 65 years or older, they have to be a Chesterfield resident, but the work can be done anywhere in the greater Richmond area. It does not have to be volunteering in Chesterfield. But these nomination forms will be coming out at the end of July that you can nominate somebody. So it's really a great honor to be nominated for these individuals. We have a ceremony where we recognize all of them at the end of October. And then 3 of them get inducted into the Senior Volunteer Hall of Fame. Some other programs that we do, I mentioned the Church Ambassador Program, where we try to train the faith community on resources to help people in their congregations. Saturday, down on Hall Street, there is a program, Taking It to the Streets. And a church, New Directions Church, and our office is partnering on a health and safety fair, resource fair. So it's free. I have handouts up here, the flyer, so you know, if you'd like to come by and come in and see, they will have some vendors that make things that will be selling them at this event also. The Catch Healthy Habits is a new program we're partnering with Senior Connections on.